Shalom. I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, our elders of GMS. Okay, and salutation, peace, and blessings to your hopeful elect, sincere fellow laborers of the children of Israel, people of Negro, Latino, and Native American descent. Okay, Israelite foreigners who have the spirit of an Israelite, who Yahweh Shem Yahushai and scattered amongst the four corners of the earth, amongst the heathen nations, and it may look like the heathen nations, and you walk with as well. Thus humble yourself to learn this word. Okay, World Economic Forum tells Americans your power-given rights, your God-given rights are a fiction. You will be happier as slaves. Hey, Revelation 13, he who have an ear, let him hear. He who leadeth into captivity must go into captivity. He who killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. And that's literal. And this is what's playing out in this world. The devil is revealing himself for the devil that he is, the man of perdition, the son of perdition. And they're getting more and more boldly coming out, speaking their wickedness and their intent on God, destroying their mind of wanting and their desires of wanting to destroy the children of Israel. Just listen to this. Just look at this. And there's an actual video if you want to go listen to it. It's an actual video. And I'm going to play some of them. I didn't play theirs. I recorded parts of it. So I wouldn't possibly get a strike or a copyright or whatever. You know, I know this comes under fair use laws, and I have those fair use laws actually. I screenshotted them. But fair use, right? Okay, it says this here: citizens of the United States and other Western countries who believe they have God-given rights. And that's the funny thing is. The funny thing is, while all these red devils, these white boys and these Edomites, while they're bragging about having the most guns in the world, they're not doing a damn thing. And, really they're in the spirit of these women, not, that really don't have no might. And that's really when it comes to the actual moment of fighting, they're scared, they're pretty much scared. And all they can do is just talk shit, just talk shit, keyboard warriors, And as it says here, your God-given rights are in for a rude awakening, and hey, these devils is coming down on these Babylonians, these Egyptians, these great Americans with wrath, man, and they're not going to spare none of you. I guess you should, with all your guns, I guess y'all should have come together a long time ago and done something about it. It's just funny, man. Actually, all that's playing out in the eyes of these great Americans with all their guns, it's actually funny, man. It's actually funny. For all these years, they always been bragging and actually sitting back and allowing their government, their people to oppress the children of Israel while they sat back and not done and didn't do a damn thing. Now what Yahweh Shem Yahushai is doing is going, what you have done, it shall be done unto you. These great Americans, man, who this place has become great because of its oppression, its wickedness, and its wickedness from what is done to the children of Israel. All that's going down, it's Yahweh Shem Yahushua is preparing a great sword for you, keep that in mind, but again, these devils is bold. They're coming out with it, It says, are in for a rude awakening according to the World Economic Forum, which has declared that human beings have the same right as jellyfish. Remember, a jellyfish will sting the shit out of your ass. A jellyfish can, just tell you, these people are stupid, man. It's the way they speak and their tone, their language that they use, they're showing that they're just stupid, man. A jellyfish can take your life, will take your life. Human beings must prepare to be enslaved according to Human beings must prepare to be enslaved, according to Klaus Schwab's right-hand man, this rat, Yuval Harari, because everything that humans believe about their power, their God, their nations, and themselves is fake news. You know? And I'm going to let you hear it. Harari's disturbing speech represents the most devastating attack by the World Economic Forum on humanity to date and signals that the elite are shifting their mission to enslave the masses into high gear. And as the scripture says, here, let me go back. This is fantastic news. It is. It's fantastic news. Interesting time. These are a very exciting time we're living in. You know, even when you're going through periods of affliction, and I mean, brothers, just be strong. Just focus. Just focus on what Yahweh Shem Yahushai said. You know that He's going to give you comfort from those things, and His words of He said He's going to destroy this place, man. And you know what comes after all when the smoke clears, you know, we're receiving the kingdom. You know, we're going to be put right back in our rightful positions of being above these foul ass heathens, man. It's as simple as that. And I know it's easier said than done, but regardless, when you're going through it, you have to deal with it. Or either just, you know, you're going to either fall right back into the world and start calling on Esau, you know, relying on Esau and trusting in Esau to help, or you just going to rely on your faith in Yahweh Shai, you know, to deliver you through these things, man. It's just as simple as that, you know. Just, I mean, really, just dig in deep and just fight, you know. That's what warriors do, you know. And look at when the account where Jacob was wrestling with the angel, man. He fought and he fought to the point the angel had to, you know, dislocate his hip, man. You know, he fought and fought through the whole night, through the day, and was no way in, you know, and at no point did he get weak and let go of the angel. He fought, man. Just use the book, use these words, man. Use the scriptures as, you know, for hope. You know, just dig in and just, you know, just again, in praying for that faith, man. You know, because this devil really is about to come down, like the scripture says. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, and you know, especially these demons that are coming with their unrighteousness, and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you. The devil is not referring to the spiritual being Satan. You know, this devil is referring to the physical manifestation of the physical being Satan. You know, it's Satan's minions that's doing his will. That's who the devil is, and the devil is the Lord's sword. These so-called white people, man, the so-called white man, the Edomites. You know, those, especially those that are in control, that's running things, and you see them. What's the saying? How the saying goes? They're rearing their heads. You know, you know, you're starting to see who those people are, man. If you've been looking. You know, these devils, man, that they refer to as these non-elected people that are passing policies on our future. Those people, man, it's not hard to figure these things out. But to these dumbass great Americans, man, they're still looking for Trump for help. Oh, and they're going to rely on their guns and Trump for help. And Jesus. And Jesus. This is funny. It's actually funny to watch these things happen. You know, it says that for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Right? It's as simple as that. You know, so it says here, but and remember the masses into a high gear. You explain something going into high gear. Whoo. Let me do that. It brings to mind also where Trump did Operation Warp Speed as well, but that's something else. Okay. In, what does it mean? Put in high gear. In or into a state of great or intense activity. So he's about to make their move. The project is now in high gear. Okay, what does it mean to shift into high gear? And then we're not talking about driving a vehicle either. Okay, to be or become very active, exciting, or productive. Okay. What does run into high gear mean? What does kick into high gear mean? If people or the activity go into high gear, movie moves into high gear, etc., people do what they were doing more intensively, or the activity becomes more intense. Hey, he's coming with great wrath. The scripture says, great wrath. This is that man that you've always trusted in. This is, 2/3 is in trouble, man. This is that man that literally can't do good. And you think that was something that when he shut the world down in 2020 was something. Hey, there was a sinister plot behind all that. But we've got news for the prophet of Davos. You ain't got nothing in his cronies at the world. We the people are waking up. It don't matter. You ain't waking up to nothing. And we are not going to be gaslit by globalist psychopaths spewing lies and falsehood. The only people that are waking up is the prophets of the Lord and the elect of the Lord, man. The rest of the people ain't really not waking up to shit, All they're doing is noticing what these people are doing and complaining about it. But they're not waking up to a damn thing. You're not waking up to this truth, man. This truth. And you ain't waking up to a damn thing. Why else do you think your country has been overrun and overran and being destroyed from within? You're not waking up to shit. It says, in the spirit of knowing thy enemy, we need to take a look at the latest blasphemy that has come out of the Word Economic Forum, in this case, from the mouth of Yuval Noah Harari, speaking at the text event where he was attempting to win over non-believers to the globalist cult. Harari led by informing those in attendance that Homo sapiens do not have any rights. And let me play that.
Stop. Did you know thousands of Americans are piggybacking off
the world is simply a fiction. Take a human, cut him open, look inside. You find their blood, and you find the heart and lungs and kidneys, but you don't find there any rights. The only place you find rights is in the fictional stories that humans have invented and spread around.
An IR.
The world is simply a fiction. Take a human, cut him open, look inside. You find their blood, and you find the heart and lungs and kidneys, but you don't find there any rights. The only place
IRS program to collect as much as 3,000, 6,000, or even as much.
I don't know why this shit is even playing.
Truth or dare?
Truth.
I just ate mood gummies with my dad, so he came over.
citizen.
Stop this, man. Let's hear. Out of his own mouth, man. You see how foolish they sound. And these are the people that's leading, that's bringing the heads and that's pushing it for that new world order agenda. These people, man. The wicked. Hosea 4:1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. So he has a controversy with these demons, man, with these devils. Then ultimately he's going to destroy them by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committed adultery. They break out and blood touches blood. Therefore shall the land mourn, and every one that dwelleth therein shall languish. With the beasts of the field and with the fowls of heaven, yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away. Yet let no man strive nor reprove another, for thy people are as they that strive with the priest. Therefore shalt thou fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall with thee in the night, and I will destroy thy mother. Okay, so ultimately, Jake was just straight up wicked, man. But again, fast forwarding to the biblical prophecy, having a controversy. Again, it went through the list of things by swearing and lying and strife, contrary, a dispute, strife, quarrel, case at law, and a contest, personal, legal, adversary. These devils, man, adversary, which that's Satan, the meaning of the word Satan, Satan, adversary. I had another video as well. Just like, let me go back to that.
Place.
And as the scripture says here, I think the scripture's in Jeremiah. Okay, let me fast forward to Jeremiah here. It's like as Ezekiel, the people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery and have vexed the poor and needy. Yea, they have oppressed a stranger wrongfully. Using oppression is what this devil is all about, oppression, man. Psalms 12 and 5, for the oppression of the poor, for the sign of the needy, now will I arise, said the Lord. I will set him safely from him that puffeth at him. Exactly what these devils do. They're out in the open with it. Out in the open, man. But you see what's going on in France? Man, they dropping pig shit and carcasses and all kind of rotten hay and whatever filth that's accumulated on these farms. They dumping it around their parliaments or whatever their law buildings are, man. You know, but ultimately that's going to be the world, man. That's going to be especially here in Babylon. Babylon is about to get this place America is about to get tore up, man. The Spirit of the Lord is going to put in the wicked and these Edomites and these 2/3, man. They're literally about to tear this place apart. It says here, Psalms 12 and 3, the Lord shall cut off all flattering lips and the tongue that speaketh proud things. That speaketh proud things, man. Foolish things at that. Proud things. Let me play this other video. Again, you might want to listen to the whole thing, but
that Homo sapiens don't have any rights. Many, maybe most legal systems are based on this idea, this belief in human rights. But human rights are just like heaven and like God. It's just a fictional story that we've invented and spread around. It may be a very nice story. It may be a very attractive.
And he was raised in the land, you know, his parents are small hats, You know, and again, showing you these people are not the chosen people, man. It's showing you these people are imposters, and there's much more to this little thing. He's a mole. You know, I've showed that in previous video. He's a mole. You know, these people are really, you know, they're going to continue to speak blasphemous words, man. It's going to continue to go out until that point where Yahweh Shai, you know, beats them out of power, beats them to powder, you know, and literally take them out of power.
Story, we want to believe it, but it's just a story. It's not a reality. It is not a biological reality. Just as jellyfish and woodpeckers and ostriches have no rights, Homo sapiens have no rights also. According to Iran.
You hear this? Wow. Let it play again. You cannot make this up.
That Homo sapiens don't have any rights.
What?
Many, maybe most legal systems are based on this idea, this belief in human rights. But human rights are just like heaven and like God. It's just a fictional story that we've invented and spread around. It may be a very nice story. It may be a very attractive story. We want to believe it. But it's just a story. It's not a reality. It is not a biological reality.
What does the scripture say? We're commanded. And this is what Yahweh Shai says. Isaiah 34. This is what he says, Yahweh says. Seek ye, Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. You see that? None of these shall fail. None of these precepts will fail, man. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. And that's why I gave reference earlier to prayer and reading this book and reading the history and just and meditate on those things, man, because it's going to help you build your faith. He's saying it will not fail. This is our weapon against these devils. This is NOT 34:16, Isaiah 34:16. Search the book of the Lord and see what he will do. And one of the things he said he will do, he said he will comfort us in our times of affliction, in our times of trouble. He wants you to fight, though. He wants you to fight, you know, and see what he will do. What he will do, how he said he's going to punish these wicked, man. How he's going to punish the wicked, you know. No, most notably these Edomites, you know. And see what he will do. Not one of these birds and animals will be missing, and none will lack a mate. For the Lord has promised this. His spirit will make it all come true. And that devil was saying, what is just stories? They're just stories. He has surveyed and divided the land and deeded it over to those creatures. They will possess it forever from generation to generation. So we're good. We're good. So back to Psalms. We speak proud things we have said with our tongue, we will prevail. Our lips are our own. Who is Lord over us? For the oppression of the poor, for the signing of the needy. Now will I arise, said the Lord. I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. And that's what they're doing when they're speaking these crazy proud things, man. They're puffing out their chest like we're the rich, you know, we're the rich, we're the ones that run this world. You know, puffing to breathe, blow to breathe, cause to exhale, breathe, to puff, snort, to excite, inflame, to puff, pant for it, to breathe out, utter. And to root of to puff, blow with the breath or air, hence the fan, breeze to utter, to kindle a fire, to scoff. Ooh, and Esau is showing himself to be he's competing with these 2/3 and scoffing. He's literally competing, but they all sound the same, all sound like damn fools. They're scoffing. Okay, break, puff, bring into a snare, speak. There you go, speak and utter. I like scoff. Scoff, speak to someone or about something in a scornfully derisive or mocking way. These devils are in trouble, man. You know, speak to someone or about something in a scornfully derisive or mocking way. Exactly what they're doing. You know, the scripture. You're provoking Yahweh more and more as we speak, but there's something it's escaping me. It's escaping me. Here we go. Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Okay. So we ultimately know from what this man and these devils, their works and what they have planned, we ultimately know that it's all going to turn around and, and it's all going to work against them. Sow, scatter seed, metaphoric, proverbial saying. Just sow literally or figuratively. So, just sow. Okay. A statement of work, often known as SO, is a business agreement that outlines deliverables and project goals. To set something in motion. So it's not referring to plants and seeds. The scripture there. To set something in motion, their plan, begin an enterprise. And that's begin an enterprise. And the scripture mentioned enterprise. Job 5 and 12. His new world order. Let me start at verse 8, though. Job 5:8, I would seek unto the Most High, and unto the power would I commit my cause, which doeth great things and unsearchable, marvelous things without number. Okay, so he's behind it all. He's the actual puppet master, but this devil is doing everything he can to take credit for it all. Who giveth rain upon again, he's children of fools, man. He's a blasphemous, he's a blasphemous ass child of fools, who giveth rain unto the earth and sendeth waters upon the field, to set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. And that's the end of it all that's going on in the world now. We're going to be exalted to safety. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And this is these devils bringing in their new world order. There's actually a book that's called The New World Order. I highly recommend you buy and read if you haven't already. Let me see, where's it at? Okay, see, it might be in my bookshelf. Okay, their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. They meet with darkness in the daytime. They meet with darkness in the darkness. Right out in the open, in front of the whole world with darkness.
Strong's H2822. Choshech.
Davos.
Choshech.
What was the name? Davos. Darkness, obscurity, darkness, secret place. Dark hence literally, darkness figuratively. Misery, destruction, death, ignorance, sorrow, wickedness. It's just something else, man. In front of the world, and they just... They meet with darkness in the daytime, and grope in the noonday as in the night. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. Because again, these weak, feeble people who control and who really literally have the world in their hands, man. He's literally about to deliver us out of this devil's hands. Again, going back to reference to scripture again, the devil comes with great wrath. And these people are the devils that the Bible speak of. Again, like it says, from the hand of my soul, the poor hath hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Behold, happy is the man who the Most High correcteth, therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. All right, so the word speakers. My whole point was just to show you that, yeah, speakers, their enterprise, they're playing their new world order. So I'm not going to make this any much longer. Where did it go? Where'd it go? I'm going to close with reading a little bit more of this. What is going on here? Whether they are determined to brainwash humanity into accepting what they have no right and must accept a life without liberty or happiness. And really, if this was to continue on, these same people that's bragging about having all the guns, they're the biggest standing army in the world, these dumbass Americans. Eventually, like Tahar put the video up, you package something right, a nigga will accept anything. Same thing with these devils, man, with these fools here. It's been packaged this so they're going to accept it as it is. But again, this is all going to lead to Yahweh's going to, he's going to put them in a position they're going to have to fight against this thing, And that's what's beautiful. But just imagine the millions and millions and possibly billions of people around the world that's going to, want to line up and accept that mark, this devil's mark, man. As members of the European Parliament, Christine Anderson explains it's all about erecting a totalitarian control regime. Okay, but people are waking up, which they're not waking up to the agenda of the elite, and all across the world there are protest movements Not here in Babylon, growing by the day to toward the plan of those who seek to take away our rights. Paris and Berlin are on gridlock as French and German farmers join their Dutch. And I wish I could have found. I should have saved that video when they're dumping stuff around their parliament. And French and German farmers join their Dutch allies in rising up against the WEF infiltrated governments and refusing to be driven out of business. These protests features real farmers and real people could not be any further away from the rarefield air of the World Economic Forum in Davos, where this past week the elite were meeting and plotting to ban everything in their right life that you enjoy until you accept your fate as a slave. But, just a little bit more reading this. You can read it on your own. My point was to show you this is coming out their own mouth that is devil is something, man. Devil is something. So, okay, I hope you were informed and inspired to continue on in this faith. Till next time, Lord willing, shalom.